Thank you once again for joining us on Heel versus Face, or Face versus Heel, depending on which dynamic that you like the best. I'm your host, Professor Bear, and as always, to my right, my brother from another mother, the man, my adversary, Kuya Clayton. How you doing today, Kuya?
I'm excited. Always fun to be here with Bear, Professor Bear. Even though, you know, hold on, let me get into character real quick. You know, duking it out over on WSN 2K, but it's always fun to be hanging out with Professor Bear.
All righty. And today we are going to talk about this young lady and her big rise in the professional wrestling business. We are talking about none other than AEW's own Britt Baker. So,
D.M.D.
exactly. So, as always, Kuya, I'm going to let you start. And what do you think about Miss Britt Baker?
I love Britt Baker personally. She is one of my current favorite women's wrestlers. Um, just definitely was one of the first people that drew me to AEW, I can say, because obviously Chris Jericho was there. Everyone loves John Moxley, the big name stars. But in terms of the not so well known yet people, Britt Baker was definitely one of the ones from AEW that really drew me to watching AEW. And so she has a lot of talent, a lot of potential, a lot of skills. I'm sure it doesn't hurt being married to Adam Cole, reaping all of that just amazing talent and skill as well from just being around him so much. But yeah, I love Britt Baker personally. She's awesome, great gimmick. You know, she's grown a lot in ring and on the mic. Um, AEW's done really well of developing their talent, I for sure, and it shows with her, people like her. Jade. I mean, that's another one in the women's division that has developed a lot. I mean, just really the list for AEW goes on just the development of their stars, I guess, if you will. So I think that's really cool. Um, I will say for Britt, it's easy option for me. Heel all day heel, because she plays it really well. She plays that character really well. And it's just fun to watch. I mean, it's fun to watch her and listen to her on the mic when she's in that mode. It's fun to watch what she does in the matches and how she does things to take opportunities and advantages in matches when she's in that mode. It's just she plays it like I feel like every wrestler has their thing that they just are really good at, they really excel at. And some can do like we talked about before with Bailey. She's either way you go, she's just but some, they're good as one thing, but great as another. And that's Britt Baker as a heel. I feel like she's a good face. She still can do her thing, wrestle, talk on the mic and whatnot. But I feel like she really gets into her own in that heel mode and just clicks it on and just kicks ass.
Wow. Man, I can't argue none of that point, none of those points. I tell you, with me, I think this is going to surprise you. I actually like Britt more as a face.
What?
I know, and I'm gonna tell you why. When she started out, when AEW first started out, she was supposed to be the face of the company as the good white meat baby face, but it didn't work. And she naturally went over and took that heel gimmick and ran with it. Man, she busted out and made that division hers, bar none. And the thing is, it was great. Man, she's a talker, and I thought to myself, wow, there's nothing that she can do wrong as a heel. But then with this progressive change with the Outcast being there and her and Jamie Hayter have switched over, I have really and it's by accident too. I really felt real deep into with her character because she's not the traditional face, but she has the elements of her heel, but she is so over and she is just a great talker that she electrifies the crowd. And honestly, who I will contribute her thing to is The Rock. Because The Rock was great as a heel, but as a face, he does no wrong. He can take anything and just make it go over. And that's how I look at Britt Baker now. She is just, pardon the taken from Jay Cargill, but she's just that bitch. She is just
Mm.
awesome.
Mm.
She can't do anything wrong. Whether she if she wants you to boo her, you'll boo her. If she wants you to like her, you'll like her. If she wants you to be in love with her, you're gonna be in love with her. And that's the thing what is great to me. She has developed into, we've said before this terminology, the overall package. But it's just something about the face run that is just, it speaks out to me and I really like it. And again, to be honest, I didn't think so because I loved her and Rebel or Reby or
Yeah.
whatever you want to call her. I love that dynamic and I miss Rebel. But man, Britt, man, she if Britt will be, if she can stay healthy and I give her another 2 to 3 year run, she's going to be arguably the best women's wrestler in the business.
I mean, I don't want to argue that. I like Britt Baker a lot. She definitely has the potential for sure. I can say that much. She definitely has the potential to be that. I guess it just depends on how she's written to be and where she goes from here.
That is so
Sometimes it's
true.
50% talent, 50% luck, you know? So
Man, and being in the right place and just doing your thing. Because, like I said, generally what they give her, she knocks it out the park
yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of people that can do that where no matter what you give them, they can take it and run with it. So
As, exactly. Well, shoot.
we split the vote again, huh?
Yes, again.
Man. I mean, I
So,
will say, like, I totally get where you're coming from though, because this run with the outcast and everything and this whole new dynamic of Brick, it has been fun to watch and keep up with for sure. And I mean, she's been phenomenal. She's been Britt Baker regardless, but just I don't know. I like the heels, you know.
no, I'm a big heel person too, but and there's some, and it goes back to just the dynamic of the person too, because like we
Hmm.
said, like Samoa Joe, he could be a face, but it's just something about him that will always carry that heel vibe. And like I said, with Britt, it's something that spoke out to me, which again, I'm more surprised than anybody because I can be critical about people and what they do. And just, I knew it was coming. I mean, saw it coming, but it still hit me in a different, it's hard to explain, but it just hit me in a way. I'm like, man, I'm with you. You go get them. D.M.D. That's what I'm talking about. So we are definitely split on this one again, with Clayton going with the heel and I'm going with the face, which is surprisingly the first time I went with a face.
Yeah.
Man, I need to check my temperature. Something ain't right. But anyway.
That's funny.
Man, hey guys, thank you for joining us again. We appreciate you. Please, hey, if you got comments, please, if you have suggestions, if we can do some of your favorites, let us know. It don't matter the age, doesn't matter when.
You got a list going.
Hey, we will talk about it. And again, we thank you for joining Face versus Heels.
I came from the UK. I can't and won't be stopped.
Come on, there you go. Get out there. Get out there. Get out!
And I will never give you a contract.
I tell you what, if you're going to start off, you want to start off with one of the big guys. And to prove yourself, you want to knock them out.
This is the Wrestling Society Network.